Hey everybody, how are you doing? My name is Riccardo Gioggi and today I'm gonna teach you the time guitar solo from David Gilmour. We'll talk about the guitar techniques involved and also about the tone, which kind of effects are required to nail this guitar tone. And of course, being the tone a big part of the David Gilmour style, I'm gonna show you all about the guitar tone I am using, the effect chain, which effects, how to set them, and where to place them in the signal chain. In this video, the guitar tone you are about to hear comes from the Choptones Essentials Tone X Volume 1 pack, which is a collection of captures of premium real tube amps that you can load both on Tone X and Amplitude 5. Of course, it doesn't matter if you use those presets in Tone X or in Amplitude 5, they are gonna sound identical. With the only difference that in Amplitude 5 you can add effects. So today I'm going to show you a full rig capture named Fat King. This preset is made after a Retro King Master 50 head boosted with an MXR Berserker overdrive. All of this on an AVH 5153 2x12 cabinet loaded with Celestion G12H30 70th anniversary and mic'd up with an SM57 and a Sennheiser MD421. I know it's not the same amp and cabs David Gilmour used at the time. Anyways, I did choose this preset for this solo because the sound of it, even with no effects in Tone X, was already so close to the Pink Floyd original. Now it's time to play. I'm gonna show you first the guitar solo along with its backing track, and then we'll go deeper into the signal chain. Very important, in the description box below you will find a link to the transcription of this guitar solo. First of all, let me show you the signal chain for this solo, and it comes from this Choptones Tone X Amplitude 5 preset, which is called Fat King. Okay, and this is the original Choptones preset, and I started from this one, and then I built the time guitar solo tone, or at least the closest version I did at the best of my capabilities. This is the original signal chain, and as you can see, it's very rich. It's full of pedals and FX loop tools and post cabinet effects, and this is a very rich chain. And let me show you the preset I actually used for the solo. As you can see here, there is less stuff, and same amp, those are the settings. Now let me show you the input effects. We have this Univibe, this is the setting, okay, and this big fuzz, which is basically the big muff. It really gives a lot of Gilmour character to it. We have the cabinet section, and the correspondent cabinet is automatically loaded in this Amplitude 5 preset. Let's remember that this one is originally a Tone X preset, and of course it comes from the Essentials Tone X Volume 1. And what else? We have the post cabinet section. We have this delay, a tape echo delay, so a very warm sounding delay. And I set it in quarter notes repetitions, and it's linked to the BPM of the song, which is 124. And sustain, it's a little bit more than noon, and I got like 5 or 6, maybe 7 repetitions, not more than that. And the volume is something in between 1 and 2. And we also have this little room reverb, 12%, just a bit. And at the end of the chain, I put this saturator. I placed this effect here just in order to emulate the tape sound. As you might know, the original album, The Dark Side of the Moon, it's a full analog recording, and it's from 1973. In the original solo, you really can tell there is tape saturation. And maybe it's from the master, maybe it's from the guitar track itself. I can tell this for sure, but somewhere in the original Pink Floyd chain, there is tape saturation. That's it. Since the David Gilmour tone is like the holy grail of guitar tone for many guitarists, it was very important for me to show you not only the effects I use, but also the placement of them. And now let's go back to the time guitar solo. Okay, now let me explain what's happening in this guitar solo. Okay, we open with F sharp, which is the key of this song, and of course of this solo in particular. So we have this 4th fret, 4th string, okay? And we play a pretty strong vibrato on it. Consider that the first part of it perfectly into the box 1 of the minor pentatonic scale. So we have this. Bending from B to C sharp, a whole tone bending, and we release this bending just a bit. That's a very interesting and bluesy choice. Okay, so we hit this bending on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, which is a B, bent to C sharp. Then we have it's C sharp B A C sharp B. Okay, if you want to learn or if you want to just improve your bending technique, this is the perfect solo. It's full of bending, it's full of vibratos, and even if it's not a flashy, shreddy guitar solo, it requires a lot of technique. There is a lot of technique involved, even if it's not so evident. You really need a confident bending technique for this one, and a very good intonation. You really have to know by instinct if you want to achieve a whole tone bending, or maybe a half step bending. Okay, let's continue. We were here. Bending, B to C sharp. Release. Pull off, B to A. Then another bending, B to C sharp. We apply a light staccato on this C sharp bending. Then we have this is an F sharp bent to G, and back to F sharp, right? This is technically an out of key note, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it sounds so cool. So far we have okay? The next bit of the solo is this one. Let me explain what's happening here. You slide from B to C sharp, fret 4th to fret 6, 3rd string, and you also play an E, 5th fret, 2nd string. C sharp and E at the same time, and then you play this. This is probably the fastest David Gilmour line I've ever heard in my life, probably. Right? It's F sharp to E, and it's hard to tell from the original recording if it's an actual thrill, like I mean, if there are more repetitions, something like that, or it's just, to me it sounds more like this one. Then we slide from F sharp, 7th fret, 2nd string, to E, 5th fret. This section is. Then we start again the new bit of the solo from the very first note, the F sharp. Okay? Again, same bendings as before. It's almost identical to the previous line. Bending from B to C sharp. Then pull off to A, and then bending again from B to C sharp. So it's. And now we move to another area of the fretboard. E and C sharp. Fret 9th, 3rd string and 1st string. Bending from C sharp to D. This is a half step bending. Then 10th fret, this is an A bent to B. Okay, so we have. We release this bending. G sharp, frets 10 and 9th, 2nd string. So. Then we have bending from G sharp to A. Okay, and this is probably one of the hardest bendings so far in the solo, because we don't have a starting note as a reference. We just have to bend the string to the right note. Of course, having a backing track helps, because it's the backing track itself, or the other musicians, if you are in a real band, that give you the reference. So, A to G sharp, and then bending from E, 9th fret, 3rd string, to F sharp. Try to hold this note as much as possible. And then you just flow away from this note. Now we are halfway, more or less, and we move from here to the 14th position. And again, F sharp, minor pentatonic, box number 1, we play this. This is an arpeggio, basically. We slide to this F sharp, 16th fret, 4th string, then A, 14th fret, 3rd string, C sharp, 14th fret, 2nd string, bending from E to F sharp. So, okay, from the bending, the following notes are: we hold the bending, we play this A, 17th fret, 1st string. Then we release the bend, E, and the last note of this phrase is bending from B to C sharp, 16th fret, 3rd string. And now it comes my personal favorite part of this solo. This is a classic David Gilmour thing. There is another bending at whole tone and a half. Okay, so B to C sharp and then B to D. And then he goes back to B to C sharp. So we have this. And this is hard because it really requires a good pitch, okay? Okay, so bending from C sharp, D, C sharp again. Then, from the last bending, we release it from C sharp to B. We pick the second B. I'm just exaggerating the movement of the right hand just to let you notice this. Right? We have this. Another bluesy melody. E, 17th fret, 2nd string. This bending is not perfectly in tune, it's a bit flat, very bluesy. Okay, if it was perfectly in tune, it would sound like this. That's correct, but it's not right for this part. Okay, B, 16th fret, 3rd string, A, 14th fret, F sharp, 16th fret, 4th string. Then C sharp, 14th fret, 2nd string. And then a bending from A to B, 17th fret, 1st string. We are right here. Okay. Then we have another bending from E to F sharp. E. Then another bluesy bending. Consider that we are still in here. Minor pentatonic box 1. Then we go higher. Nineteenth fret, that's a B, up to C sharp. Apply just a bit of release to both of those bendings. Two Bs, strong vibrato, then we have G sharp, E, B, E, F sharp, frets 16, 17, 16, 17, 19. E, slide to C sharp, and then you pick the C sharp again. Now, that's a beautiful D major arpeggio. F sharp, A, D, E, slide to F sharp, A, B, A, frets 10, 12, 10. Frets here are 9th, 7th, 7th, 9, slide to 11, 10, 12, 10. Frets 9, 10, 9, 9. This time third string. Then F sharp and G sharp. We go back. F sharp, E, F sharp, frets 11, 9, 11. Then E to C sharp, E, C sharp. I like to use just the first finger for this one. If you prefer, you could play in this way. Feel free to change the fingering in any way you want. Then we have this unison bending, 2nd fret and 4th fret 3rd string. We bend this B to C sharp, and at the same time we play an actual C sharp on the 2nd string. Then from C sharp to D, we have 2 bendings in a row, C sharp to D and B to C sharp. Then C sharp, B, pull off to A, and then again bending from B to C sharp. A, B, A, then we have this, which is F sharp, slide to G sharp. This is basically an E major chord. So F sharp to G sharp, B, 4th fret, 3rd string. So this E lasts the whole measure, and so the next E, with the only difference that is an open low E. And then we just close with a low F sharp. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a comment and let us know if there is a guitar solo you would like me to cover in the next episodes. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. I am Riccardo Gioggi and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!